Good morning, SA wine lovers, and welcome to the Save SA Wine live stream. We are streaming live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter via Periscope, and also on our webpage, our Facebook page about the Winelands, on our group savesawine.co.za, and a few other pages and groups. So thank you for everyone supporting. And let's start off with some announcements. Our first announcement is about our 60 campaign. The 60 campaign is a campaign where we are featuring one producer a day for 60 days. We started on the 30th of August and this runs till the 28th of October. And this is in collaboration with social media expert Erica Taylor. And it's a great way for our producers to get some exposure, and also for everybody watching this to get to know our producers. It would be great if you these producers, and your featured producer for today is Nativo Wines. You can go to the website, that's Nativo, nativo.co.za. Let's repeat that. That's nativo.co.za. So Nativo Wines is a small family winery in the Swartland, and it makes certified organic minimum intervention wines that express a full sense of origin. And these are made by Argentinian-born winemaker Billy Hughes, who planted the vineyards, and his idea was to make wine as simple as possible. So go read their story and go support them, nativo.co.za. Also, when you share the stuff, the post and things, please use these the hashtag 1660, hashtag Save SA Wine, and hashtag Drink South African. Also, it'd be great if you can go to the Save SA Wine website, savesawine.co.za. There's a producer calendar that Erica put up for us, where it will actually show you which producers are featured on which dates. That's on savesawine.co.za/1660. And then, if you please could support us on Instagram, that's instagram.com/savesawine.co.za. And it would be fantastic if you can leave a comment. This helps us, it gives us support, and creates more exposure. And then the next thing is that we really want you guys to, it is weekend, so if anybody can support our winelands by actually traveling to the winelands, and there's fantastic things to do, fantastic restaurants, and we need to get more people to visit us, to visit our winelands, especially with the possible drought that we're going to have in international tourism. Oh, my
Oh,
word.
it's my pleasure to introduce the amazing guy that runs the Fish Folks Club, Patrick Robertson. Hi, Patrick. Welcome to our podcast.
We seem to have a bit of a technical glitch here. Just hold on a second. Let me just fix this. Sorry about that, guys. This was we had some interference from yesterday's podcast. So anyway, good morning to Patrick Robertson from the Fish Folks Club, but he's not on today. It's some technical gremlins here, but the picture I have on at the moment is a fantastic Thai chicken livers that you can get at the Avontuur restaurant in Stellenbosch. It's on the R44. So why not go down to Avontuur and go enjoy a wonderful lunch, or just go to the Winelands if you can. If you're not in the Winelands, you can still support the Winelands by, firstly, you can drink a South African wine. Secondly, you can think about booking your summer holiday and your Christmas holidays this year in Cape Town. It's not too late yet. South African tourism is open again, and you can see what's available at bit.ly/visit Winelands. You'll also see on the webpage there's a section where you will see deals in Cape Town. So just go there and have a look. And like I said, it's going to be a arid tourism season, so we want to get as many local tourists as we can to the winelands. It's extremely important that we support our winelands during this time. And then just want to say a big thank you to our sponsor, the Fishwives Club, for sponsoring our show and making this show possible. Um, and they are giving away 24 cans of the new canned wine that's coming out in October. And you can enter and become a winner by just simply entering your email address at fishwivesclubcangiveaway.gr8.com, and one lucky winner will win 24 cans. So make sure you enter there. Um, it's a wonderful competition. And then back to a picture there of the Thai chicken livers. There's so many fantastic things that you can go enjoy and get in the winelands, and fantastic restaurants. Great for Sunday lunch. Not too late to organize that. Give Aventura a call or any of the other wineries and book a lunch there. And then if you're a winelands business, a great way to get more exposure for your wine, your restaurant, your accommodation, your wineland experience, or your winelands business is to use one of our premium service offerings. We realize that times are tough, and to give a helping hand, we've decided to give away a 500 Rand credit to you as a gift to kickstart your summer promotion. You can redeem this credit on our media marketplace. We would be able to use it towards some promotion. And you can claim yours at visitthewinelands at gmail.com. That's visitthewinelands at gmail.com. And then this evening at 7, we have a show again. So make sure you log in this evening. Our featured podcast for this morning is the Spice Route. The Spice Route is a fantastic place to visit as well. Also, something that you could go do today. I'm listening to my interview with the owner, Abigail Bisogno of the Spice Route. But before that, we're playing a little explainer video that will explain a bit more about the Spice Route. So, without wasting further time, let's enjoy the Spice Route explainer video and the podcast interview with the Spice Route. Welcome. In this show, we will be chatting to leaders, influencers, wine producers, restaurants, and other role players. Tune in every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday for your latest episodes. You will find us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram TV, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Google Podcast. Before we start the show, I need to share something really exciting. It's called the About the Winelands pop-up. And if you want to get your customers excited about your lockdown or online specials, you need to email us right now. Email us at visitthewinelands@gmail.com and add Winelands pop-up to the subject line. Who knows? We might just make you an offer you cannot refuse. That is visitthewinelands@gmail.com. Now, on with the show. Good day, everyone, and welcome back to About the Winelands. Today, I'm speaking to Abigail Besonio. Abigail is the founder and the owner of the Spice Route in Paarl. Good day, Abigail, and welcome to About the Winelands.
Hi, nice to be here.
Well, it's our pleasure having you. So, Abigail, tell us a little bit about yourself, your history, and how you started the Spice Route.
Okay, so just to let you know that Charles Back is my business partner and my brother in the Spice Route. So we are shareholders and completely joined at the hip when it comes to the Spice Route and make all the decisions collectively. How it all came about, I grew up on Fairview Wine Estate. My parents were Beryl and Cyril Back, and half of the Back family were divided into fashion people and the other were farmers. And I decided to go the fashion route. So I spent 35 years of my life in corporate, primarily in the fashion industry, all with the Fashini Group. And until Charles twisted my arm and said to me, I was actually away overseas on holiday, and I got a call from him and he said that Seidelberg was coming up for sale right next door to Fairview Wine Estate. And he said that a farmer only has one opportunity in his lifetime to buy the land right next door, his own farm. I think Charles has managed to do it 3 times in his life. Wow. I partnered with him in buying Seidelberg, and we then turned it into the Spice Route.
Awesome. When did you start with this? When did this happen?
I left the Fashini Group in 2013, and Charles had already started about the year before. But when I committed myself fully to doing the renovation and the development of the property, we really started to escalate the business and welcome all the artisans on site and renovate. And it's really been an ongoing process. We're still nowhere near where we want to be.
Well, it's already become an institution. So, when a guest arrives at the Spice Route, tell our listeners what they can experience.
I think probably for me, the most important part of what the Spice Route has to offer is the magnificent views. We really think that many wine farms have got so many attributes, but not many are situated with the absolute view of Table Mountain. And one can see the sun setting at 6 o'clock, and you have a clear view on a good day of Table Mountain, which is quite a spectacular sight. Other than that, we've got, which I think is going to become more into this unknown future, we've got 3 restaurants, we've got wine tasting, we've got a chocolate factory, we've got CBC breweries, we've got Red Hot Glass, we've got My Gift Store, we've got Brenda's Delicatessen. So there's endless opportunity for everybody to do something that suits their palate or their lifestyle. But for me, the beauty of the situation and the value that it finds itself in.
Yeah, I just can't believe it. It's also a family destination, right?
I think that's really what we try to capitalize on. We've put a kiddies playground there as well, and I'm hoping to do more of that. It's all natural We encourage families, we encourage the kids to run around. I particularly love to hear the sound of happy children. They're outside, they're in nature, and that's the way we want to keep it. We want to make the children feel as free as possible. There are no restrictions on their movements. They're welcome in every venue, as are dogs. So it's really all about a family outing. We've got magnificent trails, cycling trails, walking trails, hiking trails. And I think this is something that we're going to build on going forward, because I think after being stuck inside for so long, the most important thing is to get out there and exercise and be with your family in fresh air.
Well, we saw that on the first day the lockdown ended. I mean,
Yes.
I still hear it every morning between 6 and 9. The dogs in the street barking the cars, right? So because
It's
everybody's
really,
outside.
it's a first. In my neighborhood, I've never seen so many people out and about.
People that never walked are now walking. All right. So tell us about the 3 restaurants you have at your venue. I mean, they sound great.
They are. I think we've tried to position them so that they all offer something different to everybody. So we've got the Barley and Biltong, which is primarily a family restaurant where we have burgers, the best chips in Cape Town, and a grilled chicken is a new offering, grilled veg, and we have beautiful trestle tables where people can just join, and there's lots of space, so we'll be able to space them out in the future, and very casual, very relaxed. And then we have the Wilderers, which is the main dish is an unbelievable value for money pizza, and it's situated right under the oaks. Very, very popular because of the way it looks and all the very old oak trees that are there. People love to sit under there in summertime, also very family orientated. And then we've got a slightly more sophisticated restaurant called Jewel, which is for the more sophisticated palate. However, this lockdown period has given us lots of opportunity to reassess all our offerings, all our menus. I think we're going to go even more family and encourage people to use our lawns. We have lots of lawns on the Spice Route, which we've always tried to keep pristine, but we're going to be less anal about that and allow people to spread out and have almost a slightly kind of a picnic offering going forward as well.
Well, that's awesome. I think that you're right. People will be don't want to be cramped into small spaces for a while.
No, I think there's going to be probably a restriction on that, and there's going to be a personal feeling from people that they don't want to be on top of others.
I agree. So something different I also saw there is the distillery. So I'd love to hear more about that.
So I'm not sure if you're aware of, but Wilderers originated, they're right at the gates on the way to Franschhoek of the new Val de Vie exit or entrance. And the original starter of it came from Germany. He was Mr. Wilderer. He unfortunately has passed away. But his son, Christian, has taken up the baton, and his late father had a passion for grappa. So we've got a grappa in a beautiful old copper still that is made on Spice Route, and then they've added an extremely successful product, which is their gin range. And I think a lot of people that are listening will know that Wilderer's gin is really, really very popular. So we offer the pizza restaurant in the front, and then you walk through to the back, and there is a whole tasting room. And just before lockdown, we were about to upgrade the tasting room for them as well, and try and do a slightly more a family one downstairs, a private one, and upstairs enhance that. So those are all the things we're going to have to reassess again, depending on how we go forward.
Okay, awesome. The other thing that you offer is a bunch of tastings there. They all look and sound awesome. And you have this tasting passport where people can, almost taste for a year or something.
Yes, you can taste with it. You don't have to do all your tastings in one go. we've got the chocolate tasting, we've got the wine tasting, we've got the ice cream tasting. So there's a lot on there, the gin tasting that we offer, and it's a fantastic corporate gift. So a lot of our Christmas party people that come and book for their companies buy the passport as a gift to their staff, and then the staff can use it at their own discretion over a period of time. It's very good value for money, and it encourages people to come back. And when you've had your tasting, we stamp it so we know, okay, you've had your chocolate, or you've had your ice cream, or you've had your wine, and then you come back and your beer, you come back and you do your tastings at your leisure. It's extremely popular.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, what a great idea for gifts for your staff, right? So talking about that, I see you do a lot of advertising for year-end functions and stuff like that.
Yes.
Do you offer any
Yes.
other functions or events? Is there
You
something
know,
you're going to expand?
I chatted to Charles in preparation for this interview, because I always like to get his input. And really, the two of us sort of looked at each other and said, you know what, we'll do anything. We're happy to really host anything at this point. I think we have so many interesting venues on the farm. We were actually going to do a few more this year, but I think that will have to wait for next year now. I think time will run out by the time we reopen. We're happy to accommodate anybody. We've done all sorts of, we do launches, we do office parties, we do birthday parties, but I think we feel there's opportunity for us to really do more. And I particularly enjoy setting up functions. I love to do flowers from a personal point of view. So anything, we're happy to accommodate anybody and anything.
I quickly want to share something exciting. I have heard via the grapevine that the Fishwives Club will be launching a new lifestyle club soon. If you have not heard of the Fishwives Club yet, just know that you are probably missing out on the sexiest wine label out there. To stay in the loop, please quickly go and follow them on Instagram. The Instagram handle is @thefishwivesclublifestyle. Let me repeat that, @thefishwivesclublifestyle. Now, on with the show.
Well, I think you're touching on this all the time, but the coronavirus has forced all of us to rethink our business models, right? So what other new ideas have you got in mind besides, do you have anything new that we can expect from? Oh, tell us. Yeah, I'd love to hear.
I think we've got, well, I'm not going to disclose what was on plan. We had some really interesting things before, which was basically looking at more children's activities, but I'm not quite sure where our partners stand on that, but they were extremely exciting. I think how we're feeling at the moment is that we want to integrate a lot of our business together and make them more powerful as a team. So encourage a lot of pairing with our wine now. So encourage maybe the restaurant Jewel to help with more charcuterie platters, come up with some interesting dishes to go with interesting wines. Charles launched a natural wine called Obscura that's made in the Spice Route cellar in Malmesbury. It's made in a quivery underground. It's an absolute natural wine. So we're very much leaning towards being more natural, being more authentic. So we're thinking, well, we've already started a vegetable garden, and our restaurants draw on that and use it. So we ask the chefs, what are your particular vegetables or herbs that you like, and seasonally, and then we plant it for them. I think that's something that we feel we must grow. And so we'd be more farm to table, more seasonal dishes. So the menu will change according to the season. As the corona has hit and the silence on the farm has fallen, so has the natural life on the farm come into its own. There are more birds, there are more squirrels, there are more mice, and the flowers and the vegetables have absolutely flourished. I mean, it's just been the most amazing thing to see. As deathly quiet, the earth has really started to move in the silence. So we had this abundance of vegetables that nobody was using. We gave the farm laborers the first choice. they weren't crazy about aubergine or beetroot. So what we've been doing with the excess vegetables from the farm, I have gone through and picked up every week crates of fresh vegetables and delivered it to Ladles of Love, which is an organization in Cape Town that cooks for the homeless. I think they started with 2,000 meals a week. They're now in excess of 30,000 meals a week. So
Awesome.
we've been giving them support. Charles opened a soup kitchen on Fairview, also drawing from all our natural resources and feeding the homeless in the neighborhood. But that's something that I think we can, because of the success and the way that the soil on Spice Street seems to just be kind to the vegetables and the flowers, is to capitalize on that and to just maybe then do a vegetable market once a month or once a week, depending how big we go. So I think there's a lot of interesting things that have come out of this time where you have had time to reflect and to think how you're going to survive economically past lockdown.
Yeah, I can. That sounds awesome. Abigail, more on a personal note, from changing careers from fashion to hospitality, and this. Well, this must have been. How hard was that?
I think it was pretty hard, to be honest. It was always something that lingered in the back of my mind, that I couldn't live on the treadmill for the rest of my life, and that I would like to have a second career, because I literally went into the Fashini group and spent 35 years with them. And I felt that you do have a little bit of a sell-by date in the fashion industry, although I'm still absolutely passionate about the industry and about fashion. But I always had this sort of lifestyle was taking over from fashion, that it became more important to enhance the way you live, the way you fill your home, the way you decorate, the way you eat. So for me, that was always something that was at the back of my mind. So I think this has afforded me the opportunity to follow a direction that I'm equally passionate about, but to sort of go from being a clock watcher, treadmill, running all the time, to a slightly more kinder pace took a bit of adjusting.
I can believe that. In terms of how did you come up with the idea for the spice route? Where did that come from?
I think I've got to give Charles the credit for that. He's a great thinker, and he's an innovator. He comes up with these concepts, and I bought into it immediately, and it just evolved from there. To be honest, I'll give Charles the credit.
Okay, so I mean, you now have a Winelands journey. So what can you tell us? What's the most important thing that you've learned from your Winelands journey?
I think volatility. I think, and I suppose in any business, I mean, I can't make it specifically to Winelands, but I think so many elements affect you. And you've got to learn to be able to ride that wave. I mean, we've had the drought, which put off all our. We've got a large tourist market, that was very hard. And then now we've got the virus. So there's always something, and if you need to just be tough and strong and manage your way through it and stay positive, because negativity is probably the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, like I say, there's opportunity lurking everywhere, and you just need to find the best. So
you just got to find your way out of it, and you've got to adapt and change your business model. If you're stuck in your business model and the world is changing at such a rapid pace around you, you're going to get left behind.
Absolutely. So Abigail,
yeah.
I need to push you for your favorite wine quote.
I got prepared that one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yes, I'm going to quote Mr. Charles back.
Okay.
So I said to Charles, because I'll tell you mine afterwards, but Charles says, a day without wine is a day without sunshine.
That's awesome.
So that was his quote. I don't have a quote, but what I often say is, I'm not a wine expert by any means, but I sure do know how to drink wine.
Well, that's good enough, right? I mean, that's
Absolutely,
wine is
no
made for
question.
enjoyment.
Correct.
So, if people want to get hold of the spice route, want to get hold of you, do you have anything going on at the moment? Is everything closed down?
Yes.
Okay.
I think
yeah.
we've got a very comprehensive website, so people are welcome to visit our website. And then we've got a fabulous campaign that's running on Instagram at the moment. So to stay alive during lockdown and to stay in touch with our consumers, we have done a campaign celebrating all our artists or our artisans on the spice route. So I've done one about how I go about designing and making pottery with some of the people that I work with. And we've just had Charles Duplessis, who's the winemaker from Spice Route. He's just done one on the new Obscura wine. And then this week we're going to launch with Brenda's Deli. So people must visit Spice Route Destination on Instagram, and they will be able to follow us. All our contact details and everything are on our website. And yeah, we're hoping to be as open as soon as possible.
Okay, that's awesome. I'll put all the links down in the description and everything. And yeah, that's
Perfect.
great. Abigail,
yes, lots of activity.
Well, it's great. You know, I mean, it's proven, and you would know this from your fashion days, that, you know, during recessions and bad times, brands that keep on advertising are the ones that not only survive, but they're the ones that thrive. So you need to keep yourself in the minds of the customer. Yeah.
Correct. And stay in touch. I think people, the interesting thing is even our old posts and have picked up. So people are at home sitting and looking for information and trying to engage with brands that they're fond of. So there's been a lot of engagement with our customers and loyal followers.
Well, that's interesting. Have you found that social media has become more important in your business over time?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, Charles did a fantastic campaign for Fairview on wine sales online. For you can collect, you can go and have a look at it. And there's just been such it's just a lot of fun. I mean, he always puts a fun element into it. So there's been a lot of engagement. It's been very important during lockdown.
I love their April Fool's campaigns over the years. I don't know, it's been so good, right?
I was one of the fools.
Oh, my word. Abigail, it's been such a pleasure talking to you, and good luck with everything. And thank you for spending the time. We really appreciate it.
Well, I hope you're going to come and visit when we're allowed to have a glass of wine on the lawn.
Absolutely. I won't miss it for the world. I wanted to see that
I'll hold you to that.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for supporting our show. If you would like to get more exposure for your business, please have a look at our sponsorship options. Thanks again for supporting About the Winelands. Please follow us on YouTube and on our social media channels. All details and links are in the description.